Hi, I'm Lynn Soule. I live in North Hero, Vermont, which happens to be an island in the middle of Lake Champlain. And I've lived here all my life. I moved in North Hero 55 years ago, but I lived 2 miles north of the bridge and I grew up 2 miles south of the bridge. So I figure I am a born and bred islander and now a very proud hooker. And I started hooking in 2005. My girlfriend and I had talked about taking up hooking, but we just kept putting it off. Well, we finally did. We took classes from this lady in St. Albans. My girlfriend, unfortunately, picked up the hook 2 years later, finished hooking the star that she, a little 10 by 10 star, handed me the hook and said, first time, last time, never again. And she never looked back. She didn't like it at all. And I felt very bad for her, and I still do today, because the camaraderie and the just the whole, I don't know, inspiration of hooking is something that people who don't hook just they can't understand. And in 2000, a group of us got together about 15 years ago, and there were 5 of us, and we decided to call ourselves the Fiber Bees. So there were originally 5. 3 of us are still part of the guild. The other 2 are not part of the guild, but are still hooking. We now have 18. I would call them our mainstay. We have about 30 in our, but 18 are the usual suspects. And this COVID has caused us to stop getting together. And that has been, it's kind of like the people that are complaining they can't hug each other because they're huggers. Well, we're hookers. And not being able to get together is just not, it's not right. So we need to get this together. So over the summer, once we could no longer hook in the church basement, which is where we normally meet, we started going to each other's houses and hooking outdoors. And we hooked. We went as far south as Randolph to Biffy Gallant's. We went to Cambridge to Sue Gerard. These are all names of guild people. And not only that, I think they're on the board so far. We went to Lake Carmi. We've been to the state park in St. Albans, Kilcare. And we went there, and we just North Hero, South Hero, Grand Isle, and we met as long as we could. And then, unfortunately, Mother Nature said, "Ha! I not only give you a virus, I'm going to make it cold outdoors, and you can't get together." So we're going into withdrawals. Some of us are a little crazier than others, but we're still hooking. We're still hooking. So I've hooked over 100 different things, pieces. Our group, the Fiber Bees, over the 10 years that we had our Fiber Fest, which of course we could not have this year, we have donated over $5,000 to local charities. And I think that's a pretty good thing to tell you. In a nutshell, I've been married for 55 years to my husband, Butch, who is very supportive of this obsession that I have. I have 2 children. My daughter she's still working, so she says she can't hook. She doesn't have time, which of course she doesn't. And my son is in Florida. And we usually go to Florida in the winter. Will we this year? I don't know. I would have to say that the majority of the things that I have hooked have been a purchased pattern. A couple of things have not. Now, take Ruth, for instance, RBG that I hooked that's going to be in this video. It was a painting I saw at an art festival in Florida, and just went right to the artist and said, I didn't even try to be funny. I went right to her and said, I hook rugs and I want to hook. And she gave me permission, and then that's where that went. So the other piece that's in the show is North Hero. the city. That was a combination of my daughter taking pictures, sending them to me on the computer, and then a friend drawing them out. And so that one is my own design, if you will. It's really North Heroes design. But most of the things that I have done are what do they call them? A commercial pattern. I am working on one now from a early 1900 painting, and I'm doing it, trying to copy it. And I'm not a fine hooker, but I'm working on that. Most of the things that I do are commercial. I like to help the economy, and so I buy patterns, and then I try to make them. I try to hook them with Soule. I had to get that in. Who used to say, I pity the fool. Well, I pity the fool that never picked up a hook. The fiber bees are always open for new people. We have people that come to our hook in once a week from, again, as far away as Randolph, Cambridge, Enosburg Falls, St. Albans, Georgia. We have somebody from Saranac Lake. We have Hemingford, Quebec. So we're, we're the place to go if you want to learn how to hook. Come. Or just sit and gab, because we do that. And that's it.